Hi everyone, I'm Josie from Pasadena Neuropsychiatry Center, and I'm here with Selenia today.
Hello.
I'm going to be asking her some questions about her experience with us.
Hello, my name is Selenia. I am a stylist and costumer here in Los Angeles. I'm in the Union, Local 705, shout out. This place, Pasadena Neuropsychiatry and Dr. Seppa have absolutely changed my life over the last 5 months.
Thank you so much for coming to talk about it with
course.
us. I just have a few questions, starting off with, could you just share a bit about what brought you to seek treatment with us at our clinic?
Yeah, for sure. So in the summer of 2023, I was traveling in Southeast Asia and I contracted viral meningitis. So it'll be 2 years this month, actually, since I got sick. And, you know, as a human being, I've struggled with depression and anxiety my whole life and some addiction issues. But I pretty much had them like under control. After I contracted meningitis, I was in the hospital for 38 days and it just changed everything in my existence. And I kind of was like, okay, I'm well now. And then I saw an extreme dip in my personality, my relationships with other people, my relationship with myself, my will to live, which was terrifying because I'd never, I think like as humans, like especially when you deal with depression and anxiety, there's times in your life that you're like, I don't want to live. But I was never like seriously thought about that. I think it was more of just like, I wish I was dead or whatever. And after I contracted meningitis, my mental health just took such a severe dip that it terrified me. I was at this point where I really didn't want to continue existing. And I was afraid.
Yeah.
I was afraid because like I was not in control of that.
Right.
Plus all of the medical trauma and the fallout from being sick for so long and surgeries and whatnot and things that I just wasn't expecting. So I went to my neurologist that I had in the hospital, and he knew Dr. Schatzmiller.
Oh, okay.
And so he recommended me to Dr. Schatzmiller, and I went to see Dr. Schatzmiller, and he was like, actually, I think that my wife, Dr. Seppa, can help you, and we can do it together. And so that began my journey here. I had started medication here with them, and then Dr. Seppa suggested TMS, and I did a lot of research. And at first I was like, I don't know, man, this is like snake oil. This feels weird, but let's go for it. At first I was like, I don't know if this is working. And then it was like after 3 weeks, and I struggled a little bit because of my past and because of like the meningitis causes like a lot of side effects. I think I struggled with the TMS in terms of like my physical ability to like handle it.
Yeah.
But like once I got over the hump and with Dr. Schatzmiller's help with my neurological issues, it was like I woke up and I was like, oh my God, like I feel like myself again.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was like you woke up one morning and you felt
it was literally like overnight.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if this is working. And then overnight it was like, I feel joy.
Wow.
I feel deep love again.
Yeah.
I want to get up. I think like, yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
About how far into the treatment you think?
It was about around like session between 18 and 20 is when things started really changing.
So like the middle kind of.
The middle is, and I took it like really, really slow. Like I think most people go a lot faster than I do, but I took it really slow just because I'm like a little bit more fragile from my comorbidity. And so around 18 to 20 is when I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then at that point, my partner was like, this is amazing. Wow, I also want to do this. And so now my partner is doing it as well. So we're actually a couple that's doing TMS together.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's actually been so beautiful for communication
Yeah.
and strengthening our relationship.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. I
Yeah.
love to hear that.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
That's great. And I know you took it kind of slow because you did have some headaches.
Yeah, so one of my biggest symptoms of meningitis was horrible migraines. I also got a CSF leak in the hospital from them just doing so many spinal taps and stuff. And so it was all like very painful. And this is like someone, I never had headaches growing up or anything, but after this like traumatic experience and my brain being so swollen, I had like intense migraines. The TMS kind of triggered them and activated them. But Dr. Schatzmiller, who is now my neurologist, he got me on the right combination of medications, and we also did like prophylactic treatment on my entire head to prevent them. And so now I'm at the maximum. I have 2 sessions left. I'm at the maximum height of TMS.
Yeah.
And I'm literally symptom free now.
Good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a lot going on.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on, and I think my case is a little bit different because I'm not here just for depression and anxiety. I'm here for an illness that really affected my brain. I had lesions on the brain, and I don't know, and I don't think anyone knows like really what that did, but it did something that like changed me. I felt irreparably, but I feel more like myself than I have in so long, and it's amazing. Like I want everyone to do it. I literally tell every single friend about it, shout it from the rooftops, like you have to try this. And also like I've never met healthcare providers who care as much as they do, and like Dr. Seppa is so incredibly like well versed in every aspect of what she's doing. She doesn't just willy-nilly give you out meds. I've never had genetic testing done, which when I came here I had genetic testing done to see what medications are right for my body and what's not right for my body. Like why is not every doctor doing that? And it just feels like going to a healthcare provider that not only cares about you and cares about your well-being. I know this practice is not like solely focused on financial gain for them. They want their patients ultimately to be okay, to hopefully get off meds and live like beautiful, peaceful, active lives. And so like you can feel that. So we love it here. I mean, we're literally here every single day. We live here now. We're moving in. And everyone here, all of the MAs are so great. It's like we've just never had this experience. And like I've been on and off medication like my whole, pretty much since I was a young adult. And my partner has been on medication for 20 years. And we've just never had this experience with psychiatry that is just like tailored to actually making people well. A lot of practices are like, let's keep people on meds. The efficacy of the meds like wears off after time. So it's like, this is like focus. It's like, let's get you better.
Well, also like not many people know that there are other options now besides medication.
I know.
Like medication's great, but you don't have to rely solely on that now.
Right. And in conjunction, it's like you can actually do so much more. So I'm fully behind it.
I know you mentioned like communication with you and your partner has been better. What are some other like smaller big changes you've noticed just from doing TMS?
I think like my creative I was really flat after I got sick. And I was uninspired. Like I'm a stylist. My job like relies on creativity, and it was really flat. And I feel like a lot of that inspiration coming back. Also, like wanting to get out of bed and be active. I was incredibly active before I got sick and working out all the time. That's coming back to me, and really wanting to lean into relationships with my family, with my friends. Really wanting to go into situations that would naturally be conflicting situations and wanting to like listen to people instead of being reactionary. I think a lot of my issues where I was like very reactionary, I had no like, especially after I got sick, I had no like moment to where I would feel a feeling and then it would just be like, you know? And now it's like, I have the ability to like slowly roll into that, and just communication has become like so much better. And honestly, I feel like connecting with people has become like such a much more beautiful thing for me. And my relationships with my family has gotten better, my partner, my friends, like
that's awesome.
It's noticeably different.
That's awesome.
And my inspiration, my creativity is slowly creeping back. Like it's not 100% there. And I'm still doing TMS and moving into Spravato after this because I want everything. So I really feel like once I'm done with like all of that, like things should materialize. But I feel it like coming back, and it's like I literally feel like I just have this like new lease on life. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
It's really amazing.
That's great.
And like even like my partner, even Dr. Stratzmiller was like, I can see like the light in your eyes.
He was like, it's like I'm meeting you for the first time. Which is amazing.
I feel like this is more of like a conscientious decision that I'm making towards like mental health and like prioritizing mental health, which is like I feel like something that like falls on the wayside of a lot of people. Secondarily, there's not access to mental health. And, you know, I have the best insurance in the country because I'm a union worker. My partner does not. But it's been awesome to be able to, like, come into this space. I have a great PPO, you know, and he doesn't. But he also can have access to this treatment as well as me. So it is absolutely attainable for, like, everyone. And every different sect of insurance nightmares. And that's the thing. And I will say this to everyone out there. This team works so hard with the insurance companies, and you guys have been amazing. With insurance and like disability and everything, like you guys work so hard for your patients. That's another huge thing. And also like I just feel like to me like mental illness is like it's basically like having cancer. Like if you had cancer, you would do whatever it took to get treatment and to take care of yourself because your life depends on it. And I think like especially like where we're at in society, where we're at in this country right now in the world, I think like it's urgent. Mental illness and things that affect you in this way, it is like cancer. It is like a terminal illness. And so like me and my partner have prioritized, and I've prioritized this as like a life-saving treatment. If you don't have quality of life, what is the point? So we talk about like in my feeling, it's like people that are terminally ill and like go to Switzerland to choose assisted suicide because the quality of their life is not worth it, and they want to like end it while they're good. Like that's what I'm talking about too, with mental illness as like a priority. Quality of life is a priority because at the end of the day, like tomorrow is not guaranteed. And why do we have to live stuck in a cycle? And like when you're depressed or dealing with anxiety and depression and things that are completely out of your control, it's very easy to not push yourself to like get help. But like once you cross that bridge of like a step, and most people do it at the bottom of the barrel, and I think a lot of people come here at rock bottom. I did, my partner did, and it's like once you cross that bridge and you're prioritizing your quality of life, it's the greatest gift that you can give yourself. Because like I don't know how much longer I have here, you don't know how much longer you have here, and like I'm tired of not making every moment count and like Do I still have bad days? Yes, I still have bad days. I'm a human. I'm going to have bad days. But like, it's almost like someone turned the light on again.
Yeah.
And the light's been off for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm waking up and my life is better because of it. And I'm so glad that I prioritized this and that like I'm grateful for my old neurologist to bring me here, and that also that Dr. Sapa allowed me to bring in my family to also be a part of this, because mental illness is a family disease.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of people are like afraid to talk about it, and they don't talk about it. Definitely. Because there's stigma around being bipolar or borderline or any of the, mental illnesses that you have. I think there's just like stigma, like you're crazy, she's crazy, he's crazy. Guess what? Everyone's crazy. Yeah. Like everyone is crazy. And like I think most people are walking around with undiagnosed mental illness, and so it's like that's why I'm like, let's talk about it. Like, and not to get like woo woo, but I might get woo woo. Like I kind of feel like spiritually, like this was part of my path. Like getting sick was part of my path to like get me here to this point.
Yeah.
I would have never found this without being sick or hospitalized.
Right.
I appreciate things more, but I also wouldn't have addressed things that were already there for a long time without this happening. So it was like, I'm so thankful that I'm so thankful I got sick. Like because I'm a better human now, and I'm like getting better every day. So it's amazing.
I see what you mean. Thank you so much for all of this. I think just one more thing I want to know is what would you tell someone who's maybe considering TMS, or even if they're not considering TMS, like they're struggling with mental health, or someone who's like kind of iffy about TMS?
I would say no, if someone was like struggling with the decision to like come here to get treatment, I would say, what's the worst thing that could happen? Literally nothing. I was on the fence about it. I did a lot of research. Do your research.
Yeah.
Read the medical reports. It's like, it's there. It exists for a reason. And I think a lot of people don't want to talk about it because it takes away money from like pharmaceutical companies when you're actually finding something that creates new neural pathways in your brain to make you better. And I would say if you're on the fence, like think about the fact that this may help you want to get out of bed in the morning. I questioned it at first, and then I really saw a change. And like I'm not a person that's just gonna like gas up a doctor or be like, they're fabulous for like no reason. I'm blunt and honest, and like I would say, like if you're struggling or thinking about doing this, just do it. Because like, one, you're not going to have the side effects that medication would have.
Yeah.
I would recommend doing it in conjunction with medication, but like a lot of people are afraid of medication. This is like, it's very low risk in my opinion. And like the risk of not doing it is like potentially your life. So, and also hit me up. I'll tell you everything about it, because I think it's amazing. Like I've told my whole family, I tell all my friends, I'm like, please do TMS. And then like I like take videos and I post it on my social media, and like people hit me up and I'm like, just try it. Like, awesome. That's what I would say. I would say do it. Yeah.
And where did you do most of your research on it? Was it like the Brainsway website, or? I
looked at the Brainsway website, but I also just like Googled TMS. I went on Reddit. Honestly, I went on TikTok. There's a lot of people on TikTok that are documenting their TMS journey. I started documenting on Instagram. I looked it up on Instagram, and a lot of people are like, what are you doing? And then some people knew, and then like I've had another friend that started TMS at like a different place, and So I just like really just looked. I looked at like subreddit threads, and what I found was the majority of people doing TMS were having incredible results. Were there people that it didn't work on? Yeah, there was.
Right, of course.
But everyone's different.
Yeah.
And so it's like, for me specifically, I've noticed a massive change. So it's like not a placebo effect. It actually works.
Yeah.
And I just want to like hold on to this feeling forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.